smooth out, and then another bridge. These bridges are just when it's wet. Stop here. She said, okay, I gotta get out of here. Yeah. What's up, Salmon Nation? Hey, we are here at Owasipe today, and Awasipe is just an amazing Boy Scout preserve here in North Muskegon area. The area actually has been a Boy Scout preserve since 1925, and the Boy Scouts come here every summer, and the trail is killer. If you've not ridden this trail, you should check it out. We're taking you for a ride right now. Get in here proper. It's just a good old single track kind of Michigan, single track through the woods. You got a lot of ferns, some sand, root drops. Got to watch out for hikers. I've done a lot of training for trail marathons running this, so there can be hikers, and it's totally open to hikers. It's actually a great spot to come out and do some long trail runs if you're looking for it. Just watch out for the bikes. Probably the first, you want to make sure you stay left. This is one of the most fun sections in the beginning of the trail. Definitely has a lot of, you know, whoopty jam in it. Kind of old school style. And then you're gonna come out over here at this beautiful little lake. Head straight. Gonna head straight up the road. The trail's on the left. The greatest spot to put eggs on the road. I know not a lot of cars drive down here, so I think you're gonna be cool, but probably not a great spot. Ask me what kind of shorts I wear riding. I like cut off Dickies. You go to Meijer, you buy yourself a pair of Dickies for 20 bucks, okay, $29.99, and then you cut them off. No chamois, dude, just straight Dickies pants and mountain bike seat. That's how I roll. I don't know. I wouldn't highly recommend it. Might not be your style, because it can have some inherent risks, if you will, but it's how I roll. Really cool. Get down here along the white pines. You got water. Nice thing about Awasipe is you're riding around water a lot. There's a bunch of secluded lakes here. Because it's been a Boy Scout preserve for so long, you know, it's doesn't have much development on any of these little lakes. Just super cool to find that in like a somewhat lower part of the state. It's not that common to find all this water right next to a mountain bike trail that's usually, you know, broken up by everybody's cottages and stuff. So, you know, a few years back there was a little bit of a worry about this area getting developed, and luckily one of the good things about the recession was that never happened. So the best part was Awasipe was saved. Yeah, beautiful places like this we should all be able to enjoy. That's why I always pay for the yearly pass when I come. Just helps keep this place accessible to the public, which is, as the population increases, that'll always be something we have to, you know, we got to use it or lose it. The left, and we're coming around. It's just, like I said earlier in the video, just that old school cross-country style flow that was, you know, reminiscent of the 1990s, kind of the first mountain bike buzz. It's kind of when I first got into outdoor sports. I'd always played organized most of my life. Oh yeah, deer up here on the trail. Keep looking. Probably see her take off here in a second. She's gonna let us get pretty close. Hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, she said, okay, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, so another benefit of Awasipe. Not always a ton of people, so have a doe that just kind of hangs out on the trail while you ride by. Normal. Climbing at Awasipe. You know, a friend of mine, Russ, helped build these trails, and he said, you know, when they were building them back then, it was like they were in their early 20s and they just wanted to make it as hard as possible, right? There's a hill, go up it. And obviously it's not how we build trails today, for good reason, because you'll see on this ride there can be some washouts. But it's especially with fat tires and things like that, it can have that element of the true Michigan Rudy single track that got us all hooked. Here is your marker. We are on, we're gonna be on the blue. The black's 13, goes out and around. The blue is a really fun section down in this area, but the black will, you know, give you another 4 miles. The green's kind of a beginner loop. Anybody who just wants to be here for a short time, but you really can't go wrong with any of these marked trails. There's a little bit of climbing through here. Okay, you can see the trail is not getting used as much as maybe we'd like. So come ride it, people. It's one of my favorite overall trails of all time. It needs some riders. This gets a little sandy down here. That tires are more. And then some lineage. You can't climb them, grind them. It's kind of cool. It's kind of grooved out. A little bit of moss on the side. Totally natural, but super groovy. Sand. That tire bike is good. And now we climbing. Grab a whole thumber. Grab a whole thumber. D shift. Root droppage and sand. Again, with the fat tires, really not a big deal, but pretty old school kind of jumba, if you will. A little bit of get up and get on it kind of stuff. Then it comes into a bit of a climb here. Just FYI, it'll be moving, and then it kind of starts this slow, gradual climb. Oh, actually, maybe not just yet. Might go away still. And then you're gonna get to the climbs. Happened here. This is what, you know, when you go straight up and down a sand hill in Michigan happens, turns into a sand trap over time. Now, by no means am I bashing on the trail builders, because hey, I've enjoyed this trail for 20 years, and I'm thankful that it's here, because, you know, I didn't do any digging of earth out here, so to have a 13 and a 9 mile loop, but just how beautiful this area is amazing. And you know, hopefully we'll be able to keep it in the future, because it's quite a place. If you've not been out here yet, highly recommend it. The bigger, rootier, sandier kind of downhill. You can have a little bit of a grip factor without a shock or that tire. Definitely washed out stuff here. You gotta kick it right. That's for sure. Oh yeah. And then you rip around this section. Yeehaw! And then you head on out here to the lake, and it is pretty all time. Most fun you can have exercising in my opinion. As much fun as I've ever had in my life. Look at that place. A little VRBO for you. Here to the right. So this coming up is where you take a left to go the 13 mile, take a right to go the 9 mile. 9 mile is one of my favorite loops though. There's a couple of bridges we're gonna go over here shortly. It's just such a fun route. But the 13 mile section is really cool too. There's a nice long hill climb. Bunch of root tips. Shoo visual here. And little bridge crossing. And making it up. This one is not always super easy. And climb, climb, climb. Climb, climb, climb. Look at that water. Just awesome. Absolutely beautiful. We get some more Rudy sandy fun. Rudy old school sandy fun through here. Whoa! Yeah, it's getting a little bit sandy. Getting a little too sandy, actually. Big handlebars, beware. Comes another section up here of what we like to call root down. I kick it root to root, I kick it root down. I got my root down. I kick it root down. I get the sand down. And then another bridge. You got these bridges are sketch when it's wet. Sketcho, pachecho. Oh, he cleans it. That's not always that easy to do. That tire helped, I think. Probably looks like nothing on the video, but if you're not in the low gear, come around there, good luck. And then you come up here. So 12 miler comes here, and then boom. Right here on just some more hardwoods here. And you'll kind of get close to the parking lot. Again, we're riding the blue loop, which is 9 miles, black loop 13, green loop's like 4, 3.5 something. It's kind of a fun little downhill here. Some roots. I didn't know those were coming. But this can be your last little bomber section here. And of course, full of roots and sand, as you would have it in the old school Michigan savannas. Look for coyotes, look for land tortoises, deer. Pretty awesome. Just a beautiful section of staying stoked in Michigan. Phew. Canoes, you know you're at the end. Boy Scout canoes and John boats, and that's Blue Loop Owasipe, friends. Shortened version. So come ride it. Support your local mountain bike chapter. Ours is Memba on the lakeshore here. There's obviously chapters all over Michigan, and keeping trails open, keeping trails clean. Best exercise on the planet, in my opinion. So, see you out there. Stay stoked in Michigan, friends. Back to the truck camper. Hey, stay stoked in Michigan, friends. Hit that subscribe button down there if you haven't done so yet. And we will keep you staying stoked in Michigan. Thanks for watching.